I mean, you don't have to clap.
Happy birthday! Why are you upset? You're already upset, bro.
Because you just sometimes you just do things.
Bro, this is fun to use, and you're getting upset. Happy birthday, Mr. HMO Podcaster number 2.
Okay, let's address the elephant in the room. First of all, it's not actually our 1 year anniversary.
Okay.
Our 1 year anniversary, I think, is like August 3rd or something like that.
Yeah, it's been a while.
And now we're like at the end of August. The problem is that we didn't realize that.
I forgot.
Yeah, that it had been a year since we started because we take so many breaks. So we didn't really put 2 and 2 together and realize that we were a year in.
We're close. We're like 80%. 80%.
Yeah, this is episode 45, which is a nice little number to be at. And, you know, we're almost, because technically if we had been doing it for a year, it'd be episode 52, right?
Sure.
Because an episode a week for a year.
Wouldn't it be 53?
No.
No.
No, episode 52 would be your 1 year.
I feel like you're lying.
Well, episode 53 would technically be 1 year.
Yeah.
But no, 52 would be your 1 year. Because you count the first week. You might be right about this, whatever.
I feel like you're lying.
We've been doing this for a year. Podcasting for a year. Kevin, has been an honor taking this ride and journey with you. But I think we can finally announce it's we're continuing.
Goodbye.
No, it's been cool, man. We've been podcasting for a fucking year. What has your takeaway been?
Either they like what I say or they absolutely hate what I say. It doesn't matter what language, the hatred is you could see that shit in full effect.
I think there is always two sides to every coin. So you could either have the greatest take in the world or the worst take in the world, and it might be the same take. But for some people, it is the greatest take in the world, and for other people, it's the worst take in the world. That's definitely something I've taken away from my year on the internet. Another thing I've taken away, this shit is fucking hard work. Like, thinking of shit to talk about, like, trying to be entertaining, like trying to have...
You can have the shittiest day, and you gotta come here and make people laugh.
We don't have to. That's a bit of an exaggeration. Like, we have to. Like,
well, yeah, why would we record an episode that's ass?
Yes. You're right.
So when we start recording, we have to be entertaining.
We don't... Well, yes. We've released some sleepers. We released some some
people need to do shit around the world, to be honest.
Honestly, like, some episodes are better than others, but this shit is a lot of like just even on like I used to stream, okay, a lot, okay? And it was easier than like having a podcast where you have to, cuz like,
but I think it's because you have something to talk about.
Not always though. Sometimes I would just turn on my stream and just talk for 2 hours, not say anything.
But at least you have
substance.
like your game or whatever. Here it's just the camera. Hi.
Yeah, it is a little, because at least when you're streaming, you're performing to an audience. But when you're just doing this, we're talking to ourselves.
There's no chat.
Yeah, there's no one to like, well, each other. That's why we have a co-host. But there's no one like on the other side like, yo, this is good, this is bad. And then we watch the episode after and we're like, oh, this shit was fucking ass, or this shit was great. And on that topic, I have a question for the audience as well as my brother Kevin here. Would you want $100?
Oh my god!
Right now, or $200 spread over 10 weeks? So that's $20 a week for 10 weeks. Or I could give you $100. Oh, I could give you a project one time and pay you $100. Or I could give you work for 10 weeks and pay you $200 total.
But that project will be done in 1 week.
That project. Yeah, sure. Yeah, the project
absolutely
for the $100.
1 week of work for $100.
But then you can say you're okay. So, but then you can say you are a working person. Like, let's say this is somebody with no job, no experience, right? And they just want like a job, and like their mom and dad is hounding them, like, yo, you gotta get a fucking job. If I give them work for 1 day and I give him $100, he can't go back home and be like, mom and dad, I got a job. He'll be like, mom and dad, I got paid to do something.
I had a job.
Yeah. And that do something could be anything, you know what I mean? Like, anything. But if he comes home and he's like, mom and dad, I just signed the 10-week contract.
Oh, yeah. after a month to be like, yo,
now he's working. Like now he's doing shit.
we
you know
need you
what I
to
mean?
pay up for rent. How much you got? I got $5 to my name.
Well,
bro.
if it was 5 weeks in, he would have $100.
Assuming he spent none of that money.
Assuming he spent none of the money, if he or she or they spent some of that money, that's on them. But I'm facilitating the opportunity for you to gain experience and get some sort of an income.
Mm-hmm.
And with that, I lay down the foundation. If anyone would like to be exploied by the HMO podcast, willingly, like work for free, you have, well, not free, but close to free.
I can send you a smiley face on Discord.
You might even get yelled at by Kevin because Kevin is a fucking horrible boss. He's a scary boss. So you might even get some like hard notes on your shit.
I mean, like, if that shit is good, you might get a raise.
If that shit is good, we might bump you up to a little 15 a week.
If that shit is ass, though, now you're at 5. So, like, whose fault is it?
Listen, if you have any editing experience, this is an actual call to action. We've done this multiple podcasts, but this one is serious.
But we can't take zero experience.
Zero experience? No way. But if you're down to be exploited just a little bit, bro, like
we're trying to hand work off, not get more work.
Yeah. We're being realistic, bro. You are being exploited just a little bit, but don't think about it as exploitation.
Bigger picture right here. Come on, gang.
Yeah,
Bigger
picture.
picture.
Think about it as I'm coming onto this project. Juan and Kevin are 45 weeks in. Like these motherfuckers have some time under their belt.
Right.
Like think about the opportunities for growth
while.
here. And we got shit in the vault that we can just let you edit to try out.
Right.
And we'll post them anyway. But the tryouts are free. Man, it's been a year,
That
though.
sounds like a great opportunity.
It's been great. We're serious about the editing stuff, but I just want to throw it in the beginning of the podcast so people don't tone out by the end and don't hear what we have to say.
Please hope.
Yeah.
End of plug.
But year into podcasting, you're in the chat. I want you guys in the comments. I want you guys to tell us what your favorite like moment was of the podcast.
Episode name or
episode name
number
or
if
clip.
possible.
Yeah, if you have like a specific moment, we go back and clip it. You could give us a little thing so we can go to that exact moment. Perfect. Okay. But Kevin, what was your favorite moment?
I hate you. I
podcasting?
literally told you I didn't know. I couldn't think of the perfect moment. I'm trying to think.
You don't have to think of the perfect
It has
moment.
to be like with a guest. Guest episodes have been
Nah.
so fun. What? Yes. You know what? I think just off the top of my head, the EMT episode was such a fun episode for me. I love that episode.
That shit was ass. No, I'm joking.
It's just because you're Uruguayan, bro.
What does that even mean?
Bro, it was 2 Ecuadorians in here, but you felt challenged. I understand, bro.
There's been more than one guest that we have interviewed that is also Ecuadorian.
We have?
Brianna is Ecuadorian? Oh, I don't know if
I
she
don't
is.
know.
She doesn't listen to this podcast, so it doesn't fucking matter. So, yeah, sure. Let's just say she's Ecuadorian for the sake of the podcast and for the sake of me not being wrong.
We'll go with that.
Yeah, I believe she was.
I like that episode a lot. That show was mad interesting.
The EMT episode?
Yeah.
I thought it was good. But, like, what's your favorite? Like, okay, that's your favorite episode you're saying.
Oh, okay, yes. I know the perfect moment. I actually know the funniest moment to me was like, it was in a Poku's episode.
Okay.
And we were talking, and then I don't remember what the topic was.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. When he
Yeah.
was like, oh, it was an all-white party.
Yeah.
And
I was
Poku
like-
being a young African-American male, you were like, you got in? Or something along
some
those
shit
lines.
like that, and that shit was hilarious.
That was a funny little clip. I don't think that one ever made any like TikToks, but it was
made
good.
numbers.
It was
I
good.
feel like that shit would have been taken down.
Yeah, I wouldn't be mad if that one got taken down. Honestly,
That was a great moment.
I would have understood really. But my favorite podcast episode was, I'm cheating because I pulled it up actually. My favorite podcast episode. Did it get deleted? Oh no. Love, Hate, and Mr. Beast. I think it was one of, or no, honestly, you want to know what my favorite episode was?
What?
I think it was episode 2.
Episode 2.
Yeah, it was like
even talk about.
it was an
episode?
hour and 40 minutes, but I just remember it was like straight comedy. Like it was just straight jokes for the whole fucking
I
time.
don't remember.
Like
I
just
don't
dinger
remember.
after dinger. Like we were
Let's
just
play
on
clip.
a
Let's
fucking
play
roll.
clip. I don't know what we're talking
Yeah,
about.
okay, here. See, if we had Netter, there'd be a clip playing right now.
That could
but
be you, bro. That
That
could
could
be
be
you.
you.
And they could
But-
throw your little icon in there. Oh my god. All right.
But honestly,
Regardless.
I also really liked the episode Love, Hate, and Mr. Beast, the one where that. So there was an episode that we accidentally filmed in 4K, and Kevin wanted to fucking murder me for it.
Oh my god, bro!
I got a new little phone or whatever, and we started because we used to record on my camera, but then Kevin was over it.
It kept overheating.
Yeah. Yeah, I still have that camera too. It's somewhere over there. We should have used it for this pod.
That shit overheated every 3 minutes.
Yeah, it's not meant for the way we were using it. No, it's meant for recording, but
it was just hot. We were also in a basement.
We were also in a basement, and we didn't have the AC running because, you can't have an AC running during a pod too. Yeah, and like the change, I think we finally like settled on a little like,
I get window, you get closet.
Yeah, I think things are coming along, and I'm happy people are here on the journey. Listen, last episode got like 180 something views for no reason. Episode before that had a cool, calm little 35, whatever. Like, but we're getting shit moving. Like it's still very early. Kevin said this early in the pod, but he said something like, it takes you 4 years to get a college degree, 4 years to get a high school diploma. So we not graduating off the first year of doing a podcast.
For real. Any business owner out there, if you're feeling sad after a year, 2 years, bro, you just got an associate's degree. You still got time.
You still got time.
You got to learn.
It's especially easy when we're not investing crazy amounts of money into this. So it's not like we're like dying
Crazy
or anything.
Equipment.
Yeah, like I bought these little props. I already had a laptop. I already have a cell phone. You know what I mean? So it's all things that are already existing. So it's not like we're strapped for cash.
Oh wait, I think I can put the tiara. I think I can put the tiara on the mic. Yay!
Okay.
Sorry,
it's okay. It's okay. It's no problem. It's only been a year of us doing this, and we still haven't really learned what it is. But who was your favorite guest then? I guess you're gonna say Lewis because of the EMT episode. You don't have to actually say favorite guest because then it's gonna make me feel bad for all my guests.
I don't care.
Oh, okay. I don't have a favorite guest. I like them all equally.
Oh.
But you have a favorite guest.
Like I said, I liked Lewis's episode. I think that was my favorite episode. I think that was my favorite episode. It was such a fun episode.
Let us know in the comments what you guys think was the best episode. But honestly, what did I say earlier? What's the number one takeaway? So your biggest takeaway is that like
whatever you say, someone's gonna get mad. That's what I got from it. Obviously, we can't come here and talk crazy, but like, there's some crazy motherfuckers out there over the weather want to bust my head open with a bat. I'm just like, okay. This is the area we're entering right now. So that's like, you gotta have thick skin. If you want to be a guest on here at all, you gotta have thick skin. You just have to.
And we haven't had a guest in a while. I was telling Kevin before the podcast, I was like, dude, we have not interviewed someone in a minute, y'all. We should. When's the last time? I'm gonna tell you right now. When's the last time?
Wasn't Lewis the last guest?
Lewis might have been the last guest. That was 4 months ago.
Damn.
When was this? Oh. 4 months ago. Fucking hell. This just doesn't tell you a date anymore. That's so annoying.
Sad.
Damn, that was episode 31. We've gone 14 episodes without a guest. Wow, dude. Yeah. That's crazy. But it just goes to show we don't need a guest.
Okay. I think, no, now going back to it just to alleviate some pain from people, I think that like Lewis might be my favorite guest just because like by then we were already structured. We kind of knew what we were doing. A little bit more. So like probably like the next guest will probably be a little bit better too.
Yeah, listen, we're getting better day in, day out. We're just trying our best, and that's all we can do in this life. And I think one thing that I've taken away from the pod, I think I talked about this on a previous podcast, but it's like, yo, the internet's a weird fucking place, bro. Like the internet is just a very fucking weird place. And I don't know if it's me getting older. I hate talking about it as if I'm like this old fucking man that's like so much better than anyone on the internet because I'm fucking not.
Aren't you turning like 29 this December?
Yeah, I'm pushing 30, but that's besides the point. I just think like
I hate this. This is overstimulating me.
Oh man, the I don't know if it's the older I get. I don't want to say it's the older I get, but it's just like I have started more and more becoming turned off by social media and wanting to like step away. And the podcast is keeping me here. You know what I mean? Not alive. Not alive. Not alive.
Sorry.
Not alive. It's keeping me on the internet for a little bit longer. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But it's just like I don't know. It's just like this weird space that I'm in as an adult. You know what? You know what? The other day on Saturday, I was just sad. I was just like,
there might be a problem, bro.
No. It's not like. But like, I was just sad. You never have
talk, bro?
You never have like just like a bad day where you're just like, I'm like not like upset at anybody, but I'm just like, oh, I'm not feeling good today.
Oh, yeah, it happens.
Yeah.
It happens. Maybe we both got issues, bro. But like,
Probably, but maybe other people can relate. But like the other day I woke up and there's like this innate feeling about me that sometimes I feel like I'm just not doing enough. Okay. And you know, like I'm well into my career now. I take care of my things. I do what I have to do. But there's like this innate thing in the back of my brain that's always like, Juan, you're not doing enough. You're not doing I don't know what it is. But I was just like on Saturday, I was just doing things that were like very it's not. I don't want to say uncharacteristic of me, but it's just like I was just waiting around for some things to happen, and it was like stressing me out to the point where like I was upset, and then I was just like I don't do enough, and then I just started thinking like I'm gonna start streaming again. I need some sort of passive income. I need to make more money.
Bro took what I said to heart, bro.
What did you say?
Remember when I was like, if you just go home, you kind of just wasting your time.
Yeah. Dude, and maybe because like because of the nature of my job, there are days where I come home earlier than other days. So there are some days where I might like end work relatively early, you know, and be home at an early time. And
oh shit, I heard we had like a new editor position open, bro.
Stop this. Stop this. I'm not. Listen, I'm the talent, bro. I'm the talent.
Y'all need me.
Y'all need me. Without me, no content. We're do a podcast with Kevin alone. Do a podcast with me alone. There's no content. If it's just me talking to a mic, I'm going to sound like they're going to lock me up. They're going to fucking 502 me. You know what I mean? Or 501 me or 516 me.
What is that?
When they like institutionalize you.
They got a number for that?
Yeah, it's like 516 or some shit like
Operation 516?
I don't know what it is, but it happens, okay?
2319.
Yeah. Whatever it is. But if I was on a podcast alone, first of all, I already have a great name for it. If I do a podcast by myself. You want to know what it's called? Talking to Myself, the podcast. Wow. Because it would literally just be 45 minutes to an hour 15 of me just rambling. Wow. And if you give me a microphone, I mean, sometimes this podcast is just me rambling, to be fair. But at least, you know, with this one, there is two sides of every coin. You can tell me, Juan, you're being egregious and irrational. But if you just leave me in a room for 45 minutes to an hour 15, I will come out of that room thinking I've just solved every problem in the world. You know what I mean? Like, give me a podcast where I talk about world hunger 45 minutes alone. By the end of that podcast, it's like I had done like cocaine or some shit. You know when they say that people do coke, they want to start a business?
Sure.
I get in a dark room by myself, lights off, stare at the ceiling. I think I can solve any problem that mankind has ever offered or like has suffered through.
Okay.
Just off of pure willpower.
We're just him.
Not even on some cocky shit. Like it's not even like a confidence thing. It's a like I will talk myself into unconsciousness if I had to do this alone. Because I don't revel in silence well. You know, people say like silence is golden. They're like,
I'm great at silence.
Yeah.
I love silence.
I can't live in silence. I can't just live with like, especially if we're doing a podcast, like I need some sort of like stimulation. I don't know if it's because of like phones rotting my mind where it's like just rotting my brain where I need some sort of stimulation all the time.
You need that Subway Surfers clip while doing it.
Yeah, kind of, bro. Like I'm gonna start, like I'll be watching TV and I'll be playing like a game on my phone. And I watch anime, like that shit's in Japanese, so like I need to pay attention.
But I don't know what's going on.
I'll be playing like Toon Blast on my phone while I'm fucking watching like 86 or some shit. And sometimes I'll have to rewind. Yo, when I used to share a room with my brother, that motherfucker used to want to kill me. Okay? Because we'd be watching an anime and I'd be on my phone and something crazy would happen and I'd have to rewind it.
Like, go back.
Yeah, and he'd be like,
God,
oh
you
my
just
God.
Ruin all
bro.
moments, bro.
Yeah. Listen.
Oh, you must hate it at the movie theater, bro.
No. Movie theaters, I'm good. Like, that's the thing. Like, I'm not good when I'm in like a controlled space, like my own room. You know what I mean? But out in public in like a social setting, I understand the cues. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But even if it's like my friends' homes, I think I told the story on the podcast where like my friend invited me to his housewarming party. And then I ended up being like one of the last 2 people there. And he like texted one of my other friends like, hey, could you guys get going? Because I couldn't pick up on that social cue. I was like, oh, we're just all having a great time, great silly time. I'm just over here chatting, talking with my friends.
Fantastic.
Hear me out. I just don't understand social cues all the time. If we're at a party and I'm the last one at the party, I might keep going with you and like think we're having a great time. Like you have to physically tell me like, hey brother, it's time to go.
I'm gonna be honest. I think they got a name for that, bro.
What do they have? What's the name?
Starts with A. You got ADHD, bro.
Oh, I don't know if that's the case. I just think like I can't pick up on those social cues sometimes. Like I won't realize that, hey, maybe the party's over. Maybe it's time for me to go. Like I'll need someone to tell me like, hey brother, get the fuck out of here. And then I'll actually start moving and shit.
I feel like that's a big reason why I've never had like I don't think I could ever host like a thing at my place, bro. Because within the hour, I would want everybody to leave.
Okay. I don't think you would. I think you'd be a great host, actually.
Really?
But I also think like I'm just a terrible example of what a human being should be like. Because I've been to parties with like friends who have given me rides, right? And they know a reasonable time to go home. And they'll be like, Juan, it's time to go. And I'll just go, okay? So, like, if I have
it's
someone...
been 3 hours. Like, yeah, we should get going.
Like, I'm telling you, like, if someone gives me the cue, like, I can't pick up on, like, the social norm of,
like, let's say, like, we're 5 hours in and you're still on the couch. Like, you're the only one. I might just start crying, bro.
Yeah. You wouldn't tell me to get up and leave?
No. I feel like that'd be too mean. Actually... Now I gotta double. Now
you've said on a podcast before. You've said on a podcast before.
Yeah. No, I don't know. I feel like eventually I would get annoyed and like kick you out, or I'll be like, "Yo, have fun doing what my mom does. She just goes to bed. She just leaves the guests there. Like, see yourself."
But if I'm the only one left, you're just gonna leave me alone in your house.
Be like,
you have too much faith in me. What if I just start robbing shit? Like
I know where you live.
Yeah, but I won't put it at my house.
What would you do with it then?
Just hide it in my car or
For something. What reason?
It depends. Like if
you're gonna rob me, at least use it.
I would probably steal some shoes from you.
Oh yeah.
If one thing I were to steal from you, I'd probably steal a couple
kicks I found. Bro.
Yeah, a couple size 10 like dunks or something. I'd probably steal those from you. You have size 10 dunks?
No.
Okay. Okay. You know who fucking did you see that clip? As you know,
fucking Meek Mill, man.
Kevin is a part of resale culture.
I said this before. I said this when I had that fucking sneaker
convention
show. Yeah. Oh my god.
What?
I talked about it on the podcast. Wow, that felt like so long ago. Damn.
What, the soul? God soul?
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? Why I even know about that clip is because I was by that convention eating like dinner on Sunday.
The traffic must have been crazy.
No traffic.
Oh.
Like I guess I got there because I got there like at 6:30.
Oh yeah, that shit's done.
Yeah, that shit was done. Like they still had the giant banner up, and I was like, God. I was like, oh, Kevin's probably here. That's why I texted you. I was like, hey, were you at the God Soul convention?
I didn't go to that one. Not this year, or not this time around when they went. But yeah, I said this last time. Yeah. Like motherfuckers go to God Soul and think that they're about to give a crazy discount to a celebrity and their life will change. It's not happening, bro. They're using you to get what they want. It happens so much. Yes, they are.
No. I'm saying that clip isn't. For those of you who don't know, there's a clip of Meek Mill. Like, well, you know the other. I didn't see the other clip.
The other clip. That's right. We're talking about two different
things. But
right.
I saw a clip of Meek Mill with like a shoe reseller, and the guy has like a pair of Dunks. Dunks retail for like $100, right? $120, something like that. And he was like talking to Meek Mill, and Meek Mill was like, nah, y'all trying to give me all those expensive prices. He was like, okay, I'll give it to 100, like 100. And then Meek Mill was like, oh, I like these prices.
Like, oh, okay,
yeah. And then the guy was like, Vinny, bring out all the size 10 and a half. And then he's like, you like these? He was like, yeah, 100. Okay, here you go, 100. Motherfucker just lost thousands of dollars. And listen, I don't care about you scalpers. Like I don't care if y'all make bread, but it was just.
But at least make bread.
But at least make bread.
Like you're taking it from somebody else to lose money to give it to a celebrity that can afford it. Oh my
God, that's
stupid,
the part.
Bro.
I don't want scalpers, except for you. I don't want scalpers to make money. I don't want scalpers to make money, except for you, because you're my homie, right?
Oh my God.
But I don't want scalpers to make money. I hope that they're terrible for the sneaker industry. Okay, They are, and I love you.
Well, no, now it's pretty good. You could get sneakers for pretty much retail because everybody's stupid and doesn't want to make money.
Listen, I don't know. I hope all scalpers fail except for you. It's like, it's like, oh no, he's one of the good ones. It's like,
what?
He's one of the good ones. Like you're one of the good scalpers.
Wait,
what is that bad?
I didn't know where that was going.
Yeah, he's one of the you're one of the good ones.
Okay, that's cool. Anyway,
it's like when people make excuses for like immigrants for DACA. They're like, oh, they're one of the good ones. Like, but it's like, oh, you know.
Okay.
Oh, that's a bad example. That's
Okay,
implying
fine.
immigrants are bad. I'm an immigrant. I can say that. I'm an immigrant. I can say that. I can
Okay,
say that.
fine.
I can say that. I can say that.
No.
I have the I card. I swear to God. I do.
Okay.
Do I not?
Bro,
Do I not know?
I'm saying okay.
No, now I need validation. Do I have the I card?
Yeah, you an immigrant.
Oh, don't say it like that though.
What?
Don't say it like that though either.
Okay,
You put a little
sorry.
emphasis on that G right there, brother.
I did.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm
It felt a
sorry.
little scary
You an
for a
Emmy?
second.
You an Emmy?
Yeah, you a little Emmy. I like yo new slur.
New slur drop. Oh my god.
Oh man, you
Gotta
an
get fuel,
Emmy.
bro. I need to hear some new shit.
This is crazy because the political activist in me, like 4 years ago, would have fucking died at this conversation. The level of ignorance is just insane.
Here you go.
But
here you are.
yeah, I
hate
am
that.
so surprised by
I just think
this
it's so
shit.
dumb. Because them tables are not cheap. You're paying like $300 to go to a table. So
That's a lot to y'all.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mister.
Don't say it. Don't say it.
Oh, okay, sorry, Mister makes money.
Not on the podcast anymore. Ever since I got that fucking clip of me saying I'm an engineer like 17 fucking times, I was like, yeah, I can't say this anymore on the podcast, which I just said it. But I want you guys to know I only said it to say that I don't want to say it anymore.
You're a social worker. You should every time you say that, you should like think of a new career every single time.
Yeah, I'm a firefighter.
Yeah, as a firefighter, I make a lot of money.
That's actually a good bit. I should do that. That's a great bit.
That could
Thank
bang.
you
That
for
could
that.
bang. That could bang.
That could bang.
You made me lose my train of thought. Oh, whatever. The table, you gotta make your money back for the table. But if you're selling it for retail, which is probably not what you paid, taxes, shipping, whatever the case may be. Well, we don't get taxes here in New Jersey, but people come up from all over the place to go to that soul. But like you're losing money and then giving it to somebody that can clearly afford it at whatever the price.
Yeah.
And then you don't want to give a discount like that to some regular person.
Yeah.
That's stupid. And like the clip you saw was like some young people, but there was this one guy that Meek Mill went up to. He was like somebody's dad, bro. He was like he looked like he had some age to him, so he was just trying to make some money. He was telling Meek Mill like, nah, like the price is $500 for the sneaker, and Meek Mill was like, nah, bro, what the fuck is going on? Like you're supposed to give me a little discount, give me that shit for $300, like. $200 off is crazy. But on top of that, it was like, nah, like, like if you give me $300, that's a commercial for you. Like people going like, that's a shout out. Shout outs are fucking stupid, bro.
Okay. Can I say something?
Sure.
I'm gonna butt in. Don't give famous people discounts, but give little up and comers like me and Kevin a little discount. We're like, hey,
I'm
get
talking about
exploded.
sneakers.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
You're convincing the editors to not fucking come at it for us right now. You're talking about something like a shout out's not worth it. You just try to sell them a pop tag on our fucking podcast.
I'm saying for sneakers, bro. Like, when was the last time, like, you were, shout out to this sneaker page or whatever. Shout out to them. They got the hookup. When was the last time that ever led to anything?
Yeah, unless, like, they're selling it for super cheap.
Yeah, like, they're not, if it's the same price as somebody else I know locally, why would I go? Like, yeah, I don't care. So it's like, you want this discount for no reason, and then Meek Mill was like, I'm gonna buy it from you, but just know this is bad business. Like, you're not supposed to do that. And everybody around was like, yeah, you're supposed to give him a little bit of discount. Like, yeah, like you're supposed to lower it a little. And like, nah, bro, dude's straight. Like, yeah, this is the price. This is the price you pay. And he paid it.
Yeah, that's a grown man.
No, Meek Mill was talking about like, I need to teach you something about business. You ended up paying full price when you wanted a discount. So who know more about business now, bro? Like, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I definitely think there's a little something funny going on with the world where all those other dudes were like, yeah, you got to give them a discount. I'm sure if all those motherfuckers were selling shoes, none of those motherfuckers were giving discounts. Or they might because they're fucking stupid.
Yeah, and like that was my thing. Like about with Meek Mill, he was he was really like, that shit pissed me off. It was like, like if you give me a discount, then I'll come back to you. But without a discount, I'm not coming back to you. Like, so you want me to hook you up and make me lose money so you can get whatever you want for cheap? Like, that's not happening, bro. That's so stupid.
Meek Mill is such an interesting guy. Have you seen that? Like, I want to preface this with saying I'm part of the the sassy man apocalypse. Have you heard about this
I
thing
don't know
that's
what
going
that
on?
is.
The sassy man apocalypse. You're a bit of a sassy man, so I'm sure you understand.
I need an explanation.
You're a sassy man, like
I'm sassy?
yeah, like you're a little sassy.
Okay.
Do you need more?
Yeah, I need more. I don't know what that means.
Do you know what a sassy person is? Like you're a little sassy.
I'm not gonna lie. No. Define it for me.
Let me see what Urban Dictionary says about this.
Sassy Kevin.
We in a sassy man apocalypse. Oh, that's
a tweet,
the
sir.
tweet. We sassy man Urban Dictionary. Hold on, Urban Dictionary will know what I'm talking about. What sassy man apocalypse is particularly when a man is more feminine than most. When a man constantly thinks he's right and talks to or behaves in a manner that you classify sassy and can behave like a bitch. I don't want to throw feminine in. Like
That's what I was saying. I was like, damn,
man,
bro,
I'm
like,
not talking about feminine men. I'm just talking about
what a terrible, like.
when they screw you, like they give you like the side eye.
Oh yeah.
Always think they're right.
Right.
Always up for an argument.
I am right. So you know what? I get it.
You're a bit of a sassy guy.
Yeah,
you know
I
what
get
I
it.
mean?
I get it.
And Meek Mill, just, he's a grown man, probably like in his mid to late 30s or early 30s. I don't know how old Meek Mill is. But there's one thing that sticks out to me about Meek Mill, and it's that one picture of him by the pool with fries in his lap. Have you ever seen that picture?
Mm-mm.
There are a couple times in your life where you're allowed to eat with your hands, okay? That being when you're eating fries, of course. When you're eating wings, of course. When you're eating maybe like a burger, a hot dog, okay?
Pizza.
But then, pizza. But like, then eat with your hands. What the reason we no longer use the fork and knife in those situations is because we're gonna place it back on the plate. But this man had fucking fries in his lap, not on a plate. And maybe last podcast I was talking about like table manners and shit. And maybe I'm backtracking on this a little bit. But what the fuck is going on? What the fuck is going on? Like, I understand the elbows on the table, but what the fuck are we doing putting fucking fries in our fucking lap?
That sounds crazy.
That's taking it a little too far.
Well, you know what? Now you just ignited something else in me. Because, like, for me, right? Let's say you got a plate and you got rice, steak, and fries. For example, right? You're going to eat the steak with a fork and knife. So why are you putting your hands in to grab a fry? Just stick the fork into it.
Oh, yeah,
that makes me mad. Because I'm like, bro, you had the opportunity to not get
like
salt and shit on your hands. But you chose it. Talking about this is a hand food. Oh my God. Okay.
I never understood people that like don't like their foods touching.
What?
Like people who don't like their foods touching. Like,
I don't like my shit mixing.
But then but you're using the same fork and knife for everything.
No.
Yeah, you are.
Oh, yeah. That's fine.
But your rice can touch your steak, or like your mashed potatoes can touch your steak.
Yeah.
So you don't care about your food touching.
I feel like I used to care.
You just backtracked fucking crazy.
Yeah. You just exposed me, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
I feel like
very flip-floppy on your
mind.
decisions there.
Yeah. I'm lying. I used to be. I used to have like everything in a separate plate.
You ever have those what were those things called? Those plates that look like animals? No. Those plates.
Zoo Pals?
Zoo Pals.
I never had that shit.
You never had a Zoo Pal?
So bad, bro.
Son.
My cousin had the ladybug. I wanted that shit so bad.
Zoo Pals are really the shit. I feel like it was like a status of wealth back in the day. If you had a Zoo Pal, I feel like your mom and dad both had like full-time jobs.
It was like a
worked
garage, bro.
Yeah, it worked like a nice little 9 to 5 or something. You had a fucking Zoo Pal. You had a fucking chia pet.
The snuggle blankets that were.
Oh, I had one
too.
of those.
Or the pillow pets.
Pillow pets. My sister had mad pillow pets, and my family was not wealthy by any means. But anything that involved animals that was outside of actual animals, I feel like there's a little bit of a thing going on there. Like if you had a fucking Zoo Pal, a pillow pet, you had
whatever those blankets were called.
I'm blanking on the blankets part.
Yeah,
I'm blanking on the blankets.
Called.
I'm sure they were still pillow pets. They were probably like blanket pets or something. Sure. But if you had those, part of me thought like you were part of the Illuminati or something. You know what I mean? Yeah, there are just certain things where I'm
I
like,
thought you were gonna say elite.
No, the Illuminati. Like more and more as days go by, maybe I'm spending too much time on inside of the Matrix. But I'm like, yo, maybe the Illuminati is real, bro.
Triangle people.
And us, a year into this podcast, we can confirm the Illuminati is real.
Yeah.
So we've been waiting for a while. You know, the reason this podcast hasn't like blown up the way it's supposed to is because we didn't want to sign with the Illuminati. Okay, like we were there at the door. I was getting ready to sign, and I was just like, you know what? Fuck that. Fuck that. I didn't ask Kevin for permission. Nothing. I was like, fuck this shit. I'm not signing.
Sacrificed.
Oh, Kevin, that's the thing, right? It's like when an artist dies and their music goes up and plays like a crazy amount. Mm-hmm. Brother, if you die, this shit is going to the moon, bro. Can you imagine? He was
ahead of his time.
Dude, you die, like, I think our fucking pods will get replay value like fucking crazy.
I'm gonna need you to capitalize.
Yeah.
All the money.
I'm not giving your parents any of it.
You're terrible.
Yeah, like they're getting that. We haven't signed any contracts for this shit. Mm-hmm. And all the content is on my phone. So they're fucked. They're out of the fucking deal.
Rip.
So you die, HMO blows up. They're not getting a fucking penny from me. They don't even know what I look like.
They're going to be like, HMO, kid?
Yeah, what? They don't even know what I look like. You die.
Yes, they know what you look like.
No, they don't.
You're a tall white man to them.
Yeah. My friends need to stop describing me to their parents this way. Because I'm a lot more than a tall white man.
I didn't describe them. That's how they saw you.
No, that's how you probably describe me. Like, oh, my tall white friend. You know, there's a lot more to me than that, right?
Oh, you want me to say tall Uruguayan?
Yeah, he's a firefighter. He's Uruguayan. He's sick. You don't have to say tall. You could say like vertically.
They're Ecuadorian,
gifted.
bro. Everybody's tall.
That's not true. I know plenty of tall Ecuadorians.
Name 3.
I'm not gonna name them on this podcast, but I know plenty of tall Ecuadorians.
Okay.
You could probably think of one that we know that I know. More than one that's relatively tall. I know a couple of tall Ecuadorians. Maybe a majority of them are short. I don't know what the statistics on that look like, but
the motherland ones are short.
That's not true. It just depends where in the motherland you are. If maybe your village or whatever.
Village.
Oh, now I'm wrong. I'm not saying you're from a village. Are you not from a village?
I'm from here.
Okay, well, you're talking about the motherland. Where are you in the motherland?
Fucking Quito.
You're not from Quito. You're not. Because if you're saying you're from Quito and you're saying the ones where I'm from, people from Quito are fucking tall. That's true. Like, they fucking are.
Who?
The people from Quito are tall. That you're just like.
And Ambateños, they're short as fuck.
And you're literally tall too.
Yes, but I was born here.
Yes, but you're fucking Ecuadorian. Your brother's tall too.
No, he's not.
He's literally your size.
No, he's not.
He's just
a little shorter.
Yeah, but not like 5'2" short. He's like 5'7"
You're
short.
6'3". Or whatever the fuck your height is.
I'm like 6'7", but that's besides the fucking.
Tall.
That's besides the point. I'm a regular sized man. I wish people stop characterizing me by my size, because it leads to a lot of disappointing situations, man.
What?
Because you know, women will go around being like, "Oh my God, he's so big," talking about my height, of course. And then they come to find, they're like, "Oh, he's not that big." And it's like, "Oh yeah, sorry that this narrative of me being big has surfaced throughout the internet, and people have. Maybe I'm just around a bunch of short people all the time that makes me look humongous. But I'm sure when people meet me, they're like, "Oh, he's probably not that big." I'm sure one day we have fans. The way we talk about my height on this podcast, they're gonna think I'm the biggest man on the fucking planet, and they're gonna see me in real life, and they're gonna be like, "Oh, I thought Juan was taller."
This guy's short.
But that's the truth. I'm probably taller than the average American, sure. But if you go to New York or some shit, and I walk around New York, I'm not that big compared to most of the people there. And I don't know if I said this on this podcast, but I hate walking into a room and I'm the tallest person in there. I kind of like it.
You hate your life.
No, I kind of like it, but I kind of don't. Like, one reason I like it, I feel like I could
never hide.
I feel like I could fight anybody shorter than me. Like, in my head, I don't know why, and I'm a small dude, like, in terms of physicality, right? In my head, no one shorter than me is, like, intimidating. Mm-hmm. If you're shorter than me, I'm like, okay, like, if worse comes to worse, I'm holding you like that at arm's reach, and you're just like, ah! And I'm just holding you at arm's reach, and you're just, like, trying to get to me. If worse comes to worse. Now, if you're like 5'8", but like 200 pounds jacked, I'm still not intimidated by you. I think you're kind of like QT, a little itty bitty guy.
The difficulty just got raised.
It doesn't mean that you can't fuck me up, But in those moments leading up to us getting into an altercation, I will be thinking
No fear.
Yeah,
is
I
going
will
through
be
your
thinking
mind.
like, this guy's not gonna fuck me up. Like, he's a little dude. He's a little guy. You know what I mean? Not 5'8's kind of big. But if a dude's like 5'3" or some shit, like no matter how jacked you are, in my head I'm gonna be like, oh, okay, like, come on, come on, let's be real here. Like,
Tragedy.
come on. You ever met a woman that's like 5'9"?
A tall woman?
Yeah, like a girl that's like 5'9".
Probably.
I'm sure you have,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
like the ones that you like interacted with on multiple occasions.
Probably.
For some reason, a woman's 5'9" feels a lot.
I feel like
taller.
I'm trying to think of like tall women in my life.
Yeah, for some reason, I don't know why. Like, I'll be next to a girl that's like 5'9", but in my head, I'm like, damn, yo, they like 6'7" right now. I used to know this girl in college that was my height,
Damn.
but for some reason, she just felt like she was taller
Oh yeah,
than me.
never mind. Yeah, absolutely. Going to university in Boston, bro. Them motherfuckers are tall, like across the board. Everybody just got more knee.
Yeah, but for some reason, like when I'm next to like a tall woman, like I feel it. You know what I mean? Like I feel them like imposing
Like,
their
damn.
stature on me. And I'm not talking about like big. I don't mean they're like big, but I just mean like
Like holy shit, they make you in this size. That's crazy.
Okay, that's crazy. That's kind of true.
How is that crazy?
No, it's funny as hell.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Like a woman 6 foot feels a lot taller than a man 6 foot, and I don't mean that in a negative way. Be tall, queens. Like I fuck with the tall
go
queens.
insane.
Yeah, like go fuck that shit up.
Beat
But
up little men.
yes, but for some reason, like a 6 foot woman will stand next to me, and I'm still taller than 6 feet, but I'll be like, damn, she
yeah.
bigger than me. Like she taller than me. Like that's a lot of women.
Yeah,
That's a lot of women.
That's really what it comes down to. Yeah, especially I don't know. Maybe it's I don't know. Like for me and like my life, the Hispanic women in my life were all pretty short. Like you always gotta look down.
Yeah.
Somewhat. So like when you don't have to look down, you're like, wow.
Yeah. Like I'm pretty sure there's a couple of women in my life that I'm
Proportionally
like,
wise, you'd be like, damn, your arms are as big as mine. Like that's just crazy.
come on, man. I mean, she don't gotta be 6 foot
Okay.
to have arms like mine. We didn't have to go that far and talk about my arm size, but like I've definitely caught some scoliosis talking to very short people. I feel like because there has definitely been some situations where I've like talked to someone that's like egregiously short, and like I have to bend down very far to speak to them. You know what I mean?
When I'm like extra hunched over and I go to give Juan a hug, I'll be like, wow, it's like my dad.
You're not extra hunched over.
No, I'll be like extra hunched over or whatever, like tired. I'll be like, damn, let me stand up. Like he's looking mad tall today.
Oh yeah, sometimes like it hugs with my friends feel so intimate because I'm a tall man. You know what I mean?
Daddy.
Yeah, well, I don't know about that one, but you know, even like I'll give my friend a hug and like a friend that's like 5'8" or 5'9" or something, and their head will just be in my chest, like hearing my heartbeat, and I'll be like, this just turned from a nice little introduction to a very like not even romantic, but a very intimate moment.
Bro,
with
please
you.
go see a doctor. I'm hearing some crazy shit right now.
Yeah, it's an interesting time for us tall men, you know what I mean? But I don't want to be characterized by that, you know what I mean? There's so much more to me than my height. I'm a little funny. That's it. I'm tall and funny. I don't want to call myself funny.
On.
The list doesn't go on. That's kind of like where I'm at is where
He's
you
a
get
wrestler.
me at. I could. The thing is, right? I hate to sound cocky, okay, but in my head, I could dead ass do anything, bro. Like
I feel it.
there's some like innate feeling in my head where like I see there are some things that I know I'm not capable of, but there are other things where I'm like, yo, if I was in the situation, bro, like I could dead ass handle that. You know what I mean? Like I could dead ass handle
If a
that.
plane were crashing, and you're just like, oh yeah, I'm lifting that shit.
Nah.
The pilot dies, and you're just like, yep.
But it's just like certain things where like I feel like people have a lot of difficulty with, and then like I'll do it and I'll be like, yo, this shit was kind of easy, bro. Like, is this the shit? There was like a class in college, okay, that everyone used to like talk about like it was the hardest class in the world. I think it was like English or like writing, like expository writing, okay? And everyone used to talk about that class like it was the fucking hardest shit in the world.
Y'all are just dumb.
And then I fucking took that class. I got an A. The professor used to like make me like teach other students how to write a little bit. And then I learned, I was like, oh, these motherfuckers just don't know how to write. That's the problem here. They just don't know how to write like well, you know what I mean? And I didn't think I was a great writer before then. I thought I was okay, but then I was reading other people's shit. I was ass. Nah, bro. But you think you're ass, but you learn, like, you read some people's fucking writing, and you're like, holy shit.
There's no argument here.
Yeah, I'm not even talking about like handwriting. I'm talking about like an expository essay, like where you like write like the 5 paragraphs or like the 8 paragraphs where it's like
you forgot the argument. Bro.
Yeah. Some of those sentences you should just be rough. And English is my second language, okay? But like you know that I don't know if it was Obama or Bush where it's like that No Child Left Behind shit.
Sure.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
The No Child Left Behind, where like they were trying to do a thing where like no one could stay back, like you just kept getting promoted. They implemented it in our city where people just weren't getting stayed back and like just kept getting promoted, through the grades. And sometimes I'll be thinking like, yo, these motherfuckers like
mistake,
bro, like mistake, like yes, the education is at fault here, and I don't blame the kids for not learning how to write. I blame the shitty institutions for not teaching them how to write. But bro, some of these motherfuckers like we like 20 years old in college, and I be reading their sentences. I'm like, you write an essay how you type, like how you text the girl, like.
Yo, that was me, bro. If I didn't have Sophia in my life, bro, I would never put a comma
does that mean?
In shit. I would not put commas in shit. Or like, oh, you need a semicolon here. Like, what the fuck? Like, why? You need a colon. Like, damn.
Oh, but you mean like when you're texting somebody?
What? No, for essays.
Oh, you mean for essays?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's just hear me out. If you're texting somebody, let's step away from using like the little you as you. Just type out the word you. Like there are some things I understand why we shorten, but there are other things that I do not. Just type out the word you. Like put in that little extra effort to be like you. You know what I mean? I don't
care about you that much.
Or I'm not even asking for punctuation, bruh. Like I just want a little more effort in the sentence. You know what I mean? Like if every single word in your text is like an abbreviation of something, I'm shutting off my phone, throwing it into a fucking ocean, and never speaking to you again.
If you type thanks THX, you're getting blocked.
You need to grow up. Actually, that one fucking pisses me off. You need to grow up with that TH. I just don't understand it.
Thanks.
Yeah, that's not a real thing.
That's that fucking logo. That's loud as fuck.
I don't know. I didn't get that one.
What? You don't know that? It used to be like a silver logo before movies, and it used to go. Okay, I look stupid right now. Hold on, you know what this out.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Somebody, please tell me.
I thought you were talking about like the Square Enix thing.
What?
Not the Square Enix, but like the Disney XD logo.
No.
You know which one I'm talking about though, right? The gray one.
Sure.
Okay, I guess not.
JetX.
There you go. See, you
Fire
know
Station. It's this one. You don't remember that
shit? Oh, THX. Yeah. Yes, I do know what you're talking about.
It's loud as fuck. That shit was hilarious.
Yeah, there are just certain things. I don't know, man. I feel like the internet is just making everybody lazy, bro. Okay, another thing. Hear me out. I don't know if this is like, you know, me being part of the Sassy Man apocalypse. I don't know. But I love a little gossip, bro. Like I'm a nosy motherfucker, all right? Like I love a little good gossip, okay?
You can't introduce me to some topic and then be like, I can't tell you. I can't talk about this, bro. Why the fuck would you do that?
Yeah,
you gotta start talking now.
I need all the details. I need names. I need places. I need timelines. After you start telling a story, I need to hear every single little detail. Because if not, I feel like death.
Don't stop either. I want you to check if I'm interested. Just keep talking. Yeah, I'm going to lose interest.
Don't half-ass gossip either. No. If you're going to gossip, like, make sure you got your shit. Talk about
everybody. Talk about their mom, their dad, everybody.
Tell me how everything has led up to that person's life into this moment right now.
I'll save my questions for the end.
Literally. But actually, recently on TikTok, I don't know why this has popped up on my recommended. I think it's because like I follow a lot of like Hispanic creators on TikTok or whatever. But I don't follow this specific like giant group of TikTokers that keeps popping up. Like I don't know why they pop up. I don't watch their shit. But it's like these young ass TikTokers, these young ass TikTok girls, right? They're like 15, 16 years old. Mm-hmm. That's how fucking young they are. Okay. 15, 16.
Damn, they almost 10 years younger than them.
They were lying about their age.
Damn.
Okay. They were saying they were 18, whatever. That's not even the point. But these two girls are now beefing, right? And that's what I tell you. Like, I just love gossip. Like these.
There's internal feud.
Yes, there's like an internal feud, and that's how their real ages got leaked. Okay. Because one of the girls started dating the other girl's like ex-boyfriend or some shit. And then the girl got mad, rightfully so, or whatever, you know, as you would in high school or whatever. And she was just like, oh, yeah, that's fucked up or whatever. And then the other girl took a picture of her passport before they were the 15-year-old girl took a picture of the other girl's passport before they were even beefing. So that girl was fucking plotting, bro.
Yeah.
That girl was fucking plotting.
You know what? That's such a teenager ass thing to do too.
Dude. Oh my god, I love that you said this, bro. I love that you said, because the whole time I'm watching these things and like the internet's reacting, like way older people are like chiming into this like beef or whatever, and I'm just like, this is typical teenage shit.
Yeah, like I remember in high school, you would talk to people and they'd be like, "Oh, this is my sauce folder," because like, well, actually no, let me backtrack on that, because that could be something different. This is my gossip.
Yeah,
this is my gossip folder or whatever, and it'll be like he on like random people, like, oh, if they ever act up, I got something for them. It's like screenshots from a random conversation or some fucking picture or whatever to expose them. I'd be like, wow, like y'all some haters. But I never did that. And people that would do that shit to their friends, and they would just have like shit on their friends on their phone, I'd be like, wow, bro, like why?
But that's what I'm telling you, like, bro, like the whole time, I think it's weird about those girls lying about their ages. That's just like weird. Like please protect yourself on the internet. And like, you know, I definitely think there's a time where certain like, because of TikTok and shit, like it's made it really easy, like accessible to be like, you know, like an influencer, or like, it's not just TikTok, it's a bunch of websites, but like they don't age check you or anything like that. And like, you know, Facebook was always a thing and people lied about their ages, whatever. But it's like, when you're lying about your ages for certain things, it gets a little sketchy. You know what I mean?
Oh my god, they gotta be scared of us now.
Why?
Like people our age. That's crazy. Isn't that insane?
Well, I don't get what you mean at all.
Like 18-year-olds are supposed to fear like 23-year-olds or whatever.
Wait, what do you mean by fear?
Like if a 23-year-old man is trying to like talk you up as an 18-year-old, that's weird. No?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. So like, oh my god, we're at that age. Like that's crazy.
I just don't understand your lie. So
it was just it wasn't pertaining to your thing.
Oh, I was just confused. I was like, what the fuck is going on?
No, I was just like, holy shit, like wow. I was like, yeah, you gotta fear like people at like a certain age. Like
the thing is, if like a 23-year-old right now was like, oh yeah, I'm talking to this 18-year-old, I'd be like, okay. And then if they were like, she's a senior in high school, I'd be like, oh, you're going to jail, buddy.
Yeah,
you're going to jail. You know what I mean? Like
you have no game.
Yeah, it's not even all game. You a scary man. Like that's scary shit. No, but
that's what I'm saying. It's crazy. I'm like, wow.
But no, the funny thing is about like those girl situations, like nothing crazy. I don't know what the actual beef is. So if the actual beef is something insane, I'm sorry. But it's like, this is just some high school ass shit, and because they're like kind of prominent on the internet, they're not really. They have a couple like tens of thousands of followers on TikTok, which is like, it's a lot, but like, you know, we got one viral clip and have 1,500, whatever. It's like funny that you see like seeing all these people like weigh in on that shit. Cause it's like, bro, when you were in high school, come on, like this is just some high school ass fucking shit.
Oh my god, that's the thing about the internet, bro. Everybody got the perfect kid.
Yeah,
everybody got the
perfect life.
Yeah,
bro.
I didn't do that shit. I wasn't like that. Yes, you were, bro. You were a dumbass. You're probably a dumbass now too, bro.
Yeah, I don't understand like I understand the people coming from a space of like, oh, cause like I get it, cause I was once that age and like this, but it's like, judging these like two young ass girls, and it's funny so because there's other creators like weighing in on it. Like I saw this other like Hispanic creator like weigh in on it, and people in his comments were like, oh, because he was saying like that the one girl was only 15. He was like, yeah, because she's mad young, this and the third, and people were like, bro, you're 16, like you're 17, like what the fuck are you talking about?
That's right, yeah.
But it's so funny, like it just makes me think, because like at those ages you dead ass think you know everything, like you do, because you're like, oh, what do these older people know? And now that I'm the older person, I'm like, oh yeah, I definitely know more than a 17-year-old,
and I still don't know.
Yeah, but like in terms of like certain situations, I'm like, yeah, like it's fair to say that I know more about some things than a 17-year-old.
I found it hilarious then. I find it hilarious now. Like a 15-year-old or 16-year-old being like, "Don't call me kid, bro." Like getting straight pissed off because you call him a kid. Like, bro, you're a child, bro.
Yeah,
I think it was always hilarious.
I think because of I don't want to say because of the internet. I fucking sound like an old head when I talk like that, but it's like but because of the internet, like people want to grow up so fast. And I definitely like victim of that too. Like when I was younger, I definitely like wanted to grow up and be like who I am or whatever. But it's like
I fucked up for wishing for that.
Yeah, dude. The older I get, I really do think about like times back then. Not times back then, but I see those situations like those like TikTokers beefing or whatever, and I just think like
What a
I
simple
don't.
time.
Yeah. I don't.
Not getting your whole identity exposed.
Yeah,
on that,
yeah.
But like,
But
wow,
I mean,
hilarious.
but that dude, like when we were in high school, people put on the remember when wall, right? Like people were mean, like kids were ruthless. I've told you, like,
yeah.
on this.
Yeah,
I mean, on the pod, I probably said it where someone that put that I was in a love triangle on the fucking remember when wall,
I think I remember something about like.
and it got erased because like a VP saw it or something, got mad as fuck or some shit like that.
I remember one where it was like, remember when this person stole this other person's like partner and now they're getting married or some shit like that.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy as fuck. But kids are ruthless. But I don't like the adults that look back on that thing and like shit on those kids. Like I think of those situations, I'm like, dude, I get it. Like when I was your age, I thought that was the end of the world too. Like I was so fucking angry and like so mischievous at that. Not mischievous, but it's like
I'm a victim of it. I thought I would never forget, but you do. You forget what it's like to be like young.
Yeah, you do
forget.
though. Like no matter how much you want to like think that
Remember?
like you're under,
Yeah.
but even no matter how much like you want to sit there and think you're understanding, like you dead ass don't understand those kids no more. There are certain things where you understand, but they're like nothing can ever take you back to being that 15-year-old kid. Like, bro, I remember crying in my fucking bathroom over a girl. And
I
my
think
dad,
you said this,
yeah, but like my dad was like, "Yo, Carlos, like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, there's plenty of fish in the sea," and I was like, yeah, but this is my life right now, and I'm sad right now. And now I look back and I'm like, dude, like, oh my God, dude, I had so much growing up to do. And not that I'm this grown man that has everything figured out now, but it's like, I have grown a lot since I was 15, you know? That's 8 years ago. I've grown a lot since I was 17. That's 6 years ago. Like, a lot, and these are formative ass fucking years.
Holy shit, you're going to be 24 in a couple months. A few months.
Sure. Thank you for reminding me.
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. I don't really care. I want 23 to get over with already. They say 23 is one of the worst years of your life, and honestly,
I believe it.
It hasn't been like the worst year, but I've had better years. It hasn't been the worst year, but I've had better years. But yeah, it's just
Has anybody thrived in their 23?
Has anyone ever thrived at being 23?
Let us know your thoughts. Let us know how your 23 is going.
It's just a weird age. Like I think it's just a weird age. It's like I think like from 22 to 30 is just like a weird time in your life. Because it's like people are getting out of college, the people that weren't in college already have like their careers, like in trade school, maybe that type of thing. So it's like, and then people are getting married, people are like finding their like forever partners, people are having kids. So it's really easy in those ages to feel like you're falling behind. I feel like that's why it's like weird. You got what I'm saying?
Has it been a year since you've been out?
Since I've been out of college, yeah.
Oh, wow. How you feel?
The same as I did. Nah, now I feel better, honestly. It's nice. Like what I'm doing for work now, I really enjoy. It's really impactful, and my schedule is great. Like I work with cool people, so yeah. Like I'm honestly happy with what I do for work now, and shit like that. So I'm happier in terms of like my work life. But I won't say like I'm overall a happier person. I think like as you get older and shit, like different challenges come across, you know what I mean? Because now I'm 23, you know, have my career or whatever, but it's like now I'm at that stage where it's like I feel like I'm not doing enough, so I want to do more. And like getting paid bi-weekly is great, but like I kind of want like a constant flow of income. And it's not even like a money thing. It's a like
fulfillment thing, accomplishment.
It's not even a fulfillment thing. I just feel
Duty
like
thing?
because I have like bills and shit, it's like I always have something to pay, so I'm never really fully enjoying my like the money I'm making and shit like that. Which I am because like, you know, I go out to eat every weekend. There's some shit like not every weekend, but like I go out to eat. When I go out to eat, like I'm not scared to spend some money, you know what I mean? Like I'll go out with my friends and shit, and I don't care about the money I spend. So I do have a good like social life right now. Like my social life is not taking a hit, you know what I mean? But it's different challenges. There's like this innate feeling in myself that I always feel like I'm not doing enough, and I don't know if that will pass with age. I don't know how to exactly come over that hurdle, and that's why I try to tell people like, you know, like we have friends that are still like trying to find their way, and I'm still trying to find my way. But like, I try to tell people like, dude, no one has this shit figured out. Like, I don't have it figured out. I'll talk to my coworkers that are in their late 50s. They don't have that shit figured out. Like, I'll talk to coworkers that are like 30. They don't have that shit figured out. Like, no one has this shit figured out. Like, everyone's finding out how to do this shit as they go. Like, no one knows. Like, no one can for sure tell you like this is what my next 20 years of my life looks like. This is what the next 5 years of my life looks like. This is what the next year of my... No one can confidently... And if they do tell you, they're fucking lying.
What a scary thought.
Isn't that scary,
It's
though?
scary. It's scary to be like, wow, okay. Well, like, 10 years ago, I was like, okay, by the time I'm 23, I'm going to have everything figured out. And to still not know what the fuck's going on, to question choices you've made in your life, to question if what you're doing is enough. 10 years down the line, you ask somebody, it's like, okay, now that you, like, when you were my age, you didn't know what to do. And you're 10 years older than me. You have 10 more years of experience. I still don't know what you're doing. I still don't know what I'm doing. I still don't know what I want to do. I still don't know what is in store 5 years from now, a year from now, 10 years from now. You ask somebody in their 50s.
Yeah.
And, like, it's like, man, I could tell you where I fucked up, but I don't know, like, oh, this is what happened that was, like, perfect. This was the way to go.
Yeah.
It's insane.
But I think there's something like... I mean, that's just not even to go, like, philosophical. But, like, that's just, like, the journey of life, right? I think the crazy part is, right, the things you didn't have figured out at 13, you figured out by 23. Right. And the things that you now don't know at 23, you might have figured out by 33. I'm just using 10-year increments as an example. But it's like the goalpost moves, you know what I mean? Uh-huh. So it's like, yeah, the shit that I didn't know about when I was 13, the things I was stressing about when I was 13, those things are way past resolved, you know what I mean? But it's the new things now at 23 that I'm like, oh shit, like, what am I doing? Like, what does the next 10 years look like? When I'm 33, I'm going to look back when I was 23 and be like, oh, I was stressing about the wrong thing.
Well, yeah, some things I would say, like, I don't know if it's as far as to go as it was resolved as much as, like, did it really matter?
Yeah, that's fair too. But it could be both. I think, like, realizing that those things don't hold that much importance is resolving your issue. You know what I mean? Like, if at 13 I was, like, fucking worried about getting straight A's because I was worried about going to college or some shit, like going to a great college or something. Now by 23, I'm like, I went to a good college. The most important part, I didn't pay. And I'm doing great. Like, I'm doing good in terms of, like, career and shit, because that's all that college really matters for. In terms of career, I'm fine. Like, I'm chilling. So, I recognize that it didn't matter as much, and I just kept moving forward. You know what I mean?
It's very easy to, like, for me at least, it's very easy to tell somebody that's younger than me to be like, oh, whatever you're stressing about won't matter. But it's very hard to understand that can probably still apply today. It'll probably apply tomorrow. And you're still stressed about it, like, in your current, like, time. That's
it's
crazy.
the truth. It's the truth, because, like, listen, I decided on my career when I was 11 years old.
Yeah, you're wild for that.
Yeah, I've told this story on the podcast. I don't know if people believe it or not. It doesn't matter. But people can attest to this, because people know me from 7th grade that I would tell them this. But I looked up what the highest projected going job was, and I was like, I'm going to be that. And 10 years later, I am that. I am exactly where I said I was going to be when I was 11 years old.
You're that bitch.
I'm not saying I'm that bitch, but I'm not. But that's why I tell people, like, I'm a terrible example, because, like, I made a decision for myself, even though other shit was. I was like, nah, I need to be this. When I fucking was failing classes my freshman year of college, I was like, oh nah, I need to be this. So I just fucking, like, kept doing it. So I'm a terrible example. You know, like, I'm not a fucking good example. But
of what?
Fuck, I forgot what we were talking about, and that's why I even brought that shit up. Fuck, what were we talking about? I fucking lost my train of thought.
I don't know.
remember.
That's why I asked. I was like, what?
Fuck, I fucking forgot what we were saying.
You kept throwing example, and I was like, of what?
Like about, like, having, like
Different life choices?
Fuck, I don't even know why I said that now. Fuck, just edit it out. No, just, but no, fuck, why was I saying that? But I'm a terrible, like, because I'll tell people, like, it'll all work out in the end, whatever. Or nah, let me not say that. Fuck, I forgot why I even said that, dude. There was a point. There was a point that I said that
and
for.
I didn't know what it was.
I know.
I didn't know what it was.
You fucking made me lose my train of thought.
Bro, I just wanted to understand the train of thought.
Oh, it's because people will ask me, like, oh, am I making the right decision? I'm like, dude, I'm a terrible example. Like, I made a decision 10 years ago, and I just fucking kept that decision. And I didn't change it for anything, which is terrible. Like, you shouldn't do that.
Wow, it worked out for you, so I'm kind of fucked.
But that, like, that's why I tell people, like, I'm a terrible example, because I made my career choice when I was 11. I didn't give myself the chance to explore the other shit. Like, if I could go back, I've said this on the pod, I would have done something else. You know what I mean? It just so happened to work out, but this is by accident. You know what I mean? Like, it's it's very easy to like for it to not work out. It's like I watched this guy called Caleb Hammer.
I don't know who that is.
He does like audits on TikTok. Like he'll like interview people about their finances, and people will go to him because they're like in crazy debt. And there was this guy on there.
Oh, the guy with the white guy.
Yeah, he has like curly hair.
Yeah.
He's not old.
Oh, then we're not talking about the same.
Yeah, he's like relatively our age.
Talking about the white guy.
You're talking about
I don't know, but they call him like, oh yeah, we're like 22 and we have like $1 million in debt. And he was like, what the fuck? What happened?
No, it's the white guy with glasses.
Yeah.
He has like curly hair. He's not old.
Curly hair.
Yeah, he has like one curl. Well, it doesn't matter what he looks like.
Yeah.
I'll show you after. But there is one guy who was like talking about like it's the sinking ship fallacy, or what's it called? The sinking ship, the sunk cost fallacy. Yeah, because there was this guy on there who was talking about how like he didn't want to get a regular job because like he needed to make it in stand up. And like he was like 8 years into his stand up and like it still wasn't going well for him. He's like, nah, like dude, like it, like I've already I've been a comic for 8 years, like it's gonna work. I just have to get the right eyes. And he's like, but dude, like you can get a job now. He's like, nah, like he used the example of like, oh, Kevin Hart, like you know how many people probably told him to quit, and he's like, yeah, but that's the anomaly. Like you, and I'm gonna steal a quote that he said, like you only hear about the people that made it. In those situations, you only hear about the people that made it. You don't hear about the Juan and Kevins of the podcast world that are doing a podcast for a year. You know what I mean? But you'll hear about the fucking fresh and fit guys. You know what I mean? The basement yard. Like you only hear about the guys that made it. You know what I mean? Because sometimes if someone's like, hey man, this shit sucks, maybe it just fucking sucks. You know what I mean? It just sucks. Like it sucks to say, but like sometimes it just might not be good. You know? So, yeah.
After 8 years though, like.
Yeah,
you gotta look internally. Like maybe you're just not funny.
Yeah, maybe you gotta switch it up. To be honest, like maybe there just has to be.
You got a viral thing? Did you make the whole room laugh once? Like
did you have the thermostat clip, the Fahrenheit Celsius clip?
Yeah, you got something.
You got a 1.5 mil vid or like little 1,500 followers.
Something to give you light, or you just been trying for 8 years? Because like at that point, bro, you got a PhD and you not doing well.
Yeah. I think. But yeah. We just went off on a tangent. I don't even know how we got to where we got.
I don't know.
I genuinely have no idea how we got here. But is there anything else you had lined up for this? Oh my god, dude, my stutter has gotten worse throughout the fucking.
It's because we haven't talked in like 2 weeks.
Dude, my stutter is actually like, I think as I have started this podcast, my stutter has progressively gotten worse. Mm-hmm. Like, I have seen clips of me stuttering. Like, I'm doing it now.
I be helping, bro. I be cutting that shit out.
Yeah, it's not good. It's not fucking good. But do you have anything else to add for the pod?
It's been a while, but I had fun at my concert.
Oh, yeah, you did go to
Oh, my God, I wear my fucking concert shirt.
You should have worn your Blackpink shirt.
Yeah, I got merch. Shit was expensive.
Yeah, you said that you didn't like, it was kind of like unplanned, but you and your brother looked like you were fans from like early on in your lives.
No.
That's what it looked like.
I became a fan like overnight. I
remember bought the little hammer and shit.
Yeah, we bought the hammer. We bought shirts. That was fun. We almost snuck into VIP, bro. I'm pissed. I was being a good Samaritan, and then was like, so what happened is like, we were sitting at first of all, I didn't know concerts work like this. I didn't know floor, like when you're on the floor, I didn't know like you could get chairs. We got chairs. I was like, oh wow, this is great. We can sit down. But like I ended up not sitting down at all. But I was like, I thought they just threw you in there and just like stand. So we got there extra early, bro. We were there like 4 hours early because we were like, oh man, let's see if we could get like. If it's just like jumbled up, we could just go wherever. We could be right up front. Let's go. We're just waiting because it's like, oh shit, we got assigned seats. That's
it was assigned seats. Oh, that's funny.
But like while we're still waiting, we still had like 2 hours or something like that. And I was like, bro, let's go take a fucking picture on the stage. Like not on the stage, but get up close. Like let's go into VIP. Let's go. He was like, okay, let's see. I was like, nah, come on, let's go. So we go into VIP. We go in. We start taking pictures or whatever. Other people are taking pictures with us that are in the VIP section. And then the fucking like security guard asked like, hey, like y'all, like it's time to go take your seats. And then I forgot when he asked something like, oh, can you go take your seat? And my fucking dumbass was like, oh yeah, we're over there. And pointed to like our seats back, bro. We could have had the fucking VIP for the free.
But aren't they assigned seats?
There were no seats there. You just stand.
Oh shit.
So I fucked up, bro. I was pissed, and I didn't realize that until I sat down. We were like, damn, we fucked up. We could have just been like, yeah, we were here. Because there was also like worst case, right? If it was seats, whatever seats they had there, some of them were empty, so somebody ain't show up.
Right.
We're like, oh my god, that was terrible. But yeah, it was fun. I had a really good time. I can understand the appeal now, but I stand by my statement that I'm not going to the fucking last row. Like me personally, I'm not going to that shit. I want to be in there. I want to be in the action. Shit was awesome.
Yeah, I listen. I haven't been to a concert in a while.
What was your last concert?
The Weekend Starboy tour when I was in high school.
Wow.
I think that was like my senior year or junior year.
Was it fun?
It was cool. Yeah, he brought out a lot of people, but
that doesn't sound like fun.
He brought out like Travis Scott was
but
there.
You don't sound like you have fun.
Dude, I don't fucking remember that shit. It was like 6 years ago, 7 years ago. Now,
I feel like you would remember if you had fun at something you like an event you paid for.
Bro, I don't remember shit. My memory is fucking terrible.
Rip.
I genuinely don't remember a majority of my life, which I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but I genuinely do not remember like a chunk of my life.
I think you should get that checked out, bro.
I know. I'm so sad. Like, I hope you guys know this is not a bit. I don't remember chunks of my life at a time.
I feel that.
Like, don't ask me what I was doing from like 13 to 15. Like, I don't know. Don't ask me what I was doing from like 8 to 10. I don't know. Mm-hmm. I shit you not. I don't know. Don't ask me what I was doing from like 18 to 19. I don't know. Like, I don't remember chunks of my life at a time. Because like there's only so much.
You gotta get your brain checked out. Son, you are at risk.
Because like how many of your days were just fucking mundane? You know what I mean? Like you just went to school, got back home, ate something, and then went to sleep. Like
right,
interesting shit doesn't happen every day that you need to remember.
But something must have happened that year.
When I was 18.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I remember I commuted to college. I used to go to my sister's house.
This is a concert. That's an event.
Oh, nah. I was like 6, bro. That was a bad time in my life, bro. Like I went to that shit to not. I went to that shit to feel good about myself for 15 minutes, bro. High school me, honestly, bro. If I didn't go through those changes in high school, I'd probably still be one of the most annoying people on the planet. And then as I progressed further, and see, I'm annoying now. So you could only imagine before all the humblings that life threw at me. I gotta take my
Quan in chunks.
You can all the humblings that life has thrown at me have. I'm fucking annoyed. Like I understand. Like I might be an annoying guy. Like, I get it. Like I'm sorry, but like if life didn't throw a lot of these humblings at me, I'd be a much worse person. Yes. So shout out life for humbling me. Shout out what's the name? Blackpink.
Shout out Blackpink.
Shout out Blackpink. Let's get the Blackpink interview. Shout out the concerts. Shout out memories. Shout out
happiness.
Shout out Lisa.
We need that editor.
Yo, I'm need looking an editor.
At you. I'm looking at you listening to this.
Listen, thank you guys for 1 year of podcasting. If you've been a loyal fan, thank you. If you just like listened to an episode or two, thank you. It's a lot of work and we really enjoy doing it, but it's not that much work. Like the editing, like the actual content, it's hard too because like we have to like but it's not like a pity party. Like it's fine.
Pity me.
Yeah. No, but like thank you guys for being a fan. If you've been a fan for a year, thank you guys for being a part.
You haven't left a comment in like 3 videos and you're still watching. But
yeah, leave a comment about your favorite moment.
Favorite joke.
Favorite joke. Favorite anything. Favorite guest. Favorite thumbnail of me. Favorite position you would like to put me in.
Okay. I don't want none of that. Unless it's like in a higher paid position. That's it.
No, I meant like.
I understand.
Yeah, favorite position you would want Kevin to put you in. I'm gonna comment dog emoji.
When this episode drops, you're gonna be like, bro. First? Oh my god.
Yeah, but listen, thank you guys for being a part of it. Do you have any words for the fans?
I hope to keep making you laugh.
I hope to keep making content. So thank you guys.
I love you.
This has been HMO. Peace the fuck out.